the shopping experience in Tokyo is a holistic experience. It's kind of a bombardment of the senses. You know, it's almost like walking into a gigantic art gallery sometimes. That shopping experience in a certain area, the whole area looks like a huge, moving, living, breathing art gallery. And it's, you know what? And I can't find that anywhere, at least not at the moment.
What sets Japan apart? Where do I start? From the perfectly appointed sales staff who make you feel like a slob no matter how impeccably turned out you are, to the unapologetic obsession with getting your personal style just right, Japan can satisfy any consumer desires. Japan's been a regular destination for me for a good 15 years now, and despite a decade of newspapers filled with stories about economic gloom and poor consumer confidence, you'd never notice it here in Ginza on a Sunday morning when they close the street down and Japanese come out in their finery, even kimonos, to engage in their favorite sport, which is shopping for luxury goods. In a country where exclusivity and having it first is everything, it's not surprising that one of the luxury goods players has found a new way to both secure customer loyalty and also build their brand. This key, for about $2,000 US, will buy you a ticket to handbag heaven. Welcome to the world of Selux, an exclusive enclave tucked away on the top floor of the Louis Vuitton store on Omotesando. The idea of Selux is to make the customer feel even more valued than on the shop floor. In Japan, this is saying a lot. The lofty lounge environment harks back to a time when exclusive meant exclusive. This penthouse retail concept is the only one of its kind in the world, created for the Japanese uber-luxury shopper.
I think that a large part of it is that the Japanese living conditions are so bad. Everyone lives in these very tiny, cramped quarters, or they live in very out-of-the-way places where they're just repressed by family, tradition, community, etc. And so they need some kind of an escape hatch, and consumer culture has always provided that. People who can't afford a good apartment will be able to afford a shirt from Calvin Klein. And the reason why people are so obsessed with brands and the story behind brands is because they need some kind of drama in their lives that living conditions can't offer.
People all over the world talk of retail therapy, but in Japan, shopping is about so much more than a quick fix, particularly in the traditional department stores which seem untouched by time. Here, the slow art of buying, selling, and respect for the customer is an institution that seems resistant to change. I'm always amazed at how much attention Harrods Food Hall gets because here in Japan, the presentation and product packaging nears perfection and sets a standard that puts most European department stores to shame. This scene plays itself out in probably 30 different department stores in Tokyo alone, 7 days a week. This is the best part about shopping in Japan, is the actual wrapping of the gift, because I don't think there's any place anywhere on the planet that actually wraps quite the way the Japanese do. Gift giving has been in the DNA of Japanese society for centuries, and so much of the consumer experience here is touched by the ceremonial aspect of shopping.
Shop stands for customer. This motto is a most important part and maybe the secret of our success.
僕にとって多分そのポップカルチャーってのはすごく重要で、もしかしたらそのデザインとかっていうよりもその音楽だったりその映画ですよね。そういうもの、おっしゃられたようにすごく影響を受けるんですよ。でそれはなんでかっていうと、その空間というよりはその空気感全体を支配するムードっていうのが僕は作りたいものだと思うんですね。で例えば音楽が流れてきた瞬間に空間が変わったりします。それから映画に対しての影響っていうのは、映画っていうのは実際できないものが、例えばハウスが浮いていたりとか、そういうことに対してすごく面白いなと思うんですね。でそういうものを僕はリアルなもので表現していきたいというふうに思ってます。
Service is still the star, and no matter how powerful the retailer may be, one size does not fit all. If other countries are feeling consumers have lost interest in shopping, they have. The customer doesn't only want to be right, they also want to be challenged.